Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Hey, 20. Let's go. Hey, watch it. Alert flare. Merlin. Joker. Check 26, check 29.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A give. This is Bush. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Cut. 180. 59. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Nice one, hot. 5-9. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Cornell. It's on field. Louis. Check 4.
Bush on third down. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Sayers right side, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubt.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Next, the score, Cardinals 7, Browns 0. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Murray now on 1st down. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready? 53, check 53. Let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain on the play. First down, Arizona.
Set, hut. 15 on it, 15 on it. 53, Mike, 53. I'm going to come back to you.
Murray now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Pick it up, pick it up.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They run with Sayers. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Roger. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Kill. Horrible. Check 37.
A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past across midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
John, 120. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And down right around the 37. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 37-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed. And
their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You got it. You got him. You got it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 45-yard line.
51, I'm going to run you over.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Tonight, white 20, we're good, we're good. Big stop, let's go. Check 3. Tonight.
On first down, gone. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Check. 17.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. I know he ain't got it. There we go, 37.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Louis. Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw is gone. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Bush. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Not 180. 11. Back. Begin. Watch twitch.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun. Goff. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bush, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very competent runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. No. Oh, 22, Jet, follow. 22, Jet, follow. Echo. 53 to Mike. 53, Jet, go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Pull it high. 14.
From the end zone, gone. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Greystone, travel. Slam. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, it's Bush. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hold on. Check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
And he's got his man. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
From the 29, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Murray. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 17 yards out. There the Cardinals push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check me out, check me out. Check. Check hot route. Hell, you won. Whip. Watch the whip. Safe.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Play action. It's gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the run.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Murray. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now for Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Sayers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. Can't stop, wiping it down with the